better manage sargassum along its coastlines. The details on these stories and more after the break.
It's something that you can't put into words. A buzz in the air. From the time you wake up, you're ready to go. The freedom, the fantasy, the bet. To know it is to live it and love it. You have to experience it. If you know, you know. Angostura White Oak Rum. New look, same vibes inside.
Hello and welcome to the ZIZ Major Newscast. I am Shaira Flanders. Nationally, Prime Minister Dr. Terence Drew is expected to lead a delegation to Guyana in the coming weeks to formalize a series of development agreements between St. Kitts and Nevis and the Cooperative Republic of Guyana. The announcement was made by Guyana's President Dr. Mohamed Irfan Ali during an engagement with members of the Guyanese diaspora on the sidelines of the 50th regular meeting of the Conference of Heads of Government of CARICOM. The two countries are expected to sign several memoranda of understanding covering food and energy security, healthcare, education, technology, and security training. Prime Minister Drew said discussions have focused on expanding cooperation and creating opportunities for both nations, including benefits for the Guyanese community living in St. Kitts and Nevis. Guyana is also expected to provide training opportunities for local officers, including placements at its internationally accredited police academy. The partnership is intended to improve trade links and the movement of goods and services, particularly in agriculture and energy development. Both leaders say the initiative is part of a broader push to strengthen regional cooperation and expand economic opportunities for Caribbean people. Meanwhile, the St. Kitts and Nevis Citizenship Unit says it will continue strengthening oversight and screening measures following the removal of a long-standing United States financial crimes advisory on the Federation's Citizenship by Investment program. Last week, officials confirmed the U.S. Financial Crimes Enforcement Network rescinded the advisory, which had been in place since 2014 after a series of governance and security reforms. Executive Chairman of the Citizenship Unit, Special Envoy Calvin St. Just said the decision signaled renewed international confidence in the program. He explained that the unit, now operating as a statutory body with a board of governors, has upgraded its due diligence and compliance systems and introduced stronger accountability mechanisms. St. Just said authorities took the advisory seriously and implemented changes including mandatory applicant interviews, advanced biometric identity verification, and more extensive background and financial screening through international partners. He added that the unit has also expanded cooperation with local, regional, and international law enforcement agencies to improve information sharing and security monitoring. Going forward, the program will also require applicants to show a genuine link to the Federation, including physical presence, investment activity, and long-term engagement with the country. Ambassador St. Just said the unit's priority is to maintain strict due diligence, good governance, and compliance with international anti-money laundering and counter-terrorism financing standards. Officials say the changes are part of a continuing effort to protect the integrity and reputation of the citizenship program. In other news, St. Kitts and Nevis has taken another step in its response to the region-wide Sargassum challenge with the handover of equipment under the Improving National Sargassum Management Capacities in the Caribbean project. The ceremony was hosted by the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries and Marine Resources and the Department of Marine Resources. Agriculture Minister Samuel Duggins thanked the United Nations Development Program, or UNDP, and the government of Japan for their support, noting that better monitoring and response capability is key to protecting fisheries, livelihoods, and the tourism industry.
Since the major influxes in 2011, Sargassum has been more than just a seasonal occurrence on our shores here in St. Kitts and Nevis. It has become a systemic, multidimensional challenge that affects our coastal and marine ecosystems, our public health, and especially our fisheries and tourism sectors.
UNDP Representative Limia El Tayab said the project will strengthen technical capacity, improve monitoring, and support early response systems.
It is for this reason that we are supporting the governments that we are, to ensure that they are prepared to anticipate all of these challenges with evidence. They are also prepared to coordinate and plan in advance, and they are prepared to have long-term sustainability prevention measures.
Representatives also highlighted Japan's continued support for climate resilience in small island states and the importance of regional cooperation in addressing coastal and environmental threats. Officials say the initiative will help the Federation better prepare for Sargassum events and protect its marine environment and blue economy. And after the break, CARICOM leaders reaffirmed commitment to climate resilience, adaptation strategies, and securing financing for sustainable development across the region. And fishers and divers in St. Kitts participate in marine conservation consultation. Stay with us.
Now loans, cash at the speed of life, so fast you won't believe it. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, right now, right now. If you need cash in a flash with now, no need to fuss, leave it to us. When you need cash in a flash, no need to fuss, leave it to us. Hear me now.
When life throws surprises your way, now's here to help. Whether it's for an urgent bill payment, home improvements, or unexpected health expenses, or even that last-minute holiday trip, with Now, you get cash in a flash, approved in just 24 hours.
Now loans, cash at the speed of life, so fast you won't believe it. Now loans, cash at the speed of life, right now, right now.
A loan product powered by National Bank.
At The Cable, we believe in giving back because when our community thrives, we all do. That's why, as a company, we make it our mission to touch the lives of everyone in St. Kitts. We spearheaded the renovation of JNF Hospital lobby to ensure better care for all. The Cable sponsors free Wi-Fi in every community center across St. Kitts, so no one is left behind in an increasingly connected world. We stand with communities through every moment, big or small, in culture, education, youth development, and more. Y a ti también, comunidad latina. Cuenta con nosotros. Estamos con ustedes. And when it comes to customer service, we set the standard. We're just a call, click, or visit away because you matter to us. Join the company that truly cares. The Cable, more than service. We're family. Somos familia. And we're proud to always give more where it matters.
Here are your Horsford Value Mart IGA Blue Tag Special.
Running February 19th to March 4th.
Hunt spaghetti sauces are just $5.99. Progressive soups, $13.99. Essential everyday chunk and shredded cheeses, $7.99. La yogurt, $3.39. Blue Bunny ice cream, just $25.99. IGA or essential everyday waffles, $11.99.
Hello, our value deals. IGA and essential everyday honey beer, $19.99. Chef Boyardee canned pasta and microwave pasta, $6.99. IGA and essential everyday canned tuna, $3.49. Langus cranberry and pomegranate juices, $11.99. Soft soap liquid hand soap,
$8.99. Irish Spring Bar Soap, $11.99. Shop Smart, Shop Value Mart. Tell them in Spanish.
Sea listo y haga sus compras aquí en Value Mart.
Hey, Shop Smart, Shop Value Mart.
Thank you for staying with us. The Prime Minister of St. Lucia, Philippe Pierre, is warning that climate change remains one of the most urgent threats facing the Caribbean. Speaking at the close of the CARICOM summit, he called for regional unity around the 1.5 degrees Celsius target and greater preparedness to address loss and damage caused by hurricanes and other extreme weather events.
It's very important that we maintain unity around the 1.5 degrees centigrade. We accelerate our readiness for loss and damage access. We coordinate our submissions and negotiation positions early. We strengthen our engagement with our partners and keep finance and debt reform at the center of our diplomatic effort.
Prime Minister Pierre also urged the member states to coordinate their negotiating positions ahead of COP33, while deepening engagement with international partners and keeping climate finance and debt reform central to regional policy. He cautioned that without stronger resilience measures, years of development could be wiped out in a matter of hours by climate-related disasters.
It's extremely important that the matter of climate change and resilience never be put in the background, because all our discussions, our plans can be literally be wiped off in a matter of hours. So I just thought it's important that we keep that issue at the forefront of our discussions.
He added that climate action must remain at the forefront of regional planning and diplomatic efforts. Meanwhile, on February 26th, representatives of the Blue Marine Foundation met with local fishers and divers at the Old Road Fisheries Complex for a consultation on marine conservation and sustainable fisheries management. Participants shared their experiences, reviewed mapping data, and offered input into plans to improve the management of marine resources and protected areas across St. Kitts and Nevis. Officials say the engagement is part of ongoing efforts to balance environmental protection with the livelihoods of fishers and coastal communities. And in other news, Cradled Learning Center is making a deliberate effort to remind its students that they are not just children in a classroom. They are the future leaders of the world. The school recently unveiled its Future Leaders Wall, a display featuring the faces of its students as a daily affirmation of their potential and purpose. Co-owner Cyril Eibel Frederick shared his definition of what it means to be a future influencer.
An influencer is someone that's going to shape how things are in the future. They are going to be leading, some are going to be shaping it, some are going to be leading the shape as it occurs. You know, so in other words, some will be inventors that's going to be shaping the future. Some are going to be the doctors who are going to be using some of those inventions, some of the lawyers, some of the firefighters. Those are the persons that's going to dictate whether the world continue to be as it is, change for the better, change for the worse. Those are the influencers for the future.
Mr. Eibel Frederick also emphasized that parental involvement is central to the school's vision.
At Cradled Learning Center, we try to involve our parents in as much activities. But actually, the activities are there for them to participate, and we encourage the participation, because a lot of parents, for some reason, just don't participate in their children's school, wherever the school is, and we are asking them to participate in your child's school activities, wherever your child goes.
For one parent, the initiative reflects the positive impact the school has had on her child.
Ibel was telling, the influencers, when you were asking him what influence you are putting on the kids. There are firefighters, the fire truck is coming in, the police officers coming in, people from different professions coming in to influence the kids. So my child, he aspires to become a firefighter because he is too much obsessed with the fire truck. And when the fire truck came in, the firefighters came in, he was like, Mama, I want to be a firefighter. And he is just 3 years old, who aspires. I don't remember, I used to aspire being so young to become something.
Parent Caricia Simmons has said the wall is something she is experiencing for the first time at a local school.
I was actually shocked, and I'm like, wow, this is something new. I've never seen this kind of thing happening in a government school, actually. It is interesting. I appreciate the fact that the students are being showcased. Everyone gets to see what is happening. So, and more importantly, I like the fact that we were invited as parents, so we are part of what is happening at the school. So I enjoy that the most.
And coming up in regional news, Antigua and Barbuda expressed concern over escalating tensions in the Middle East and call for restraint. And the OAS hosts hemispheric dialogue on green policy and decent work to advance sustainable and inclusive development across the Americas. The details after this.
Every dream begins with a vision, a blank piece of land, a simple sketch on paper, or a conversation around the dinner table. At Horsford's Building and Nevis Centers, we believe that every home starts with hope and ends with something real. From the first brick to the final nail, we are there. We don't just supply materials, we partner in progress, step by step, wall by wall, room by room. We help build lives, futures, and legacies. This is more than construction. It's transformation. It's elevation. It's trust. Dream with us, grow with us, build with us, because your dream deserves more than just materials. It deserves a partner that builds with heart. Horsford's Building and Nevis Centers. Dream with us, grow with us, build with us.
Swipe your card, live your life. National Bank life is nice. You can spend it when you want it, how you like, where you like. Swipe your card, live your life. National Bank life is nice. Home or away, any time of the day. Credit or debit, right in your pocket. With National Bank card, so many benefits. Oh yeah, the choice is yours. Just come and embrace it.
Live your life your way, with purchases big or small. Mango, nuts, breadfruit and all.
You can spend it when you want it, how you like, where you like. Swipe your card, live your life. National Bank life is nice.
At The Cable, we believe in giving back because when our community thrives, we all do. That's why, as a company, we make it our mission to touch the lives of everyone in St. Kitts. We spearheaded the renovation of JNF Hospital lobby to ensure better care for all. The Cable sponsors free Wi-Fi in every community center across St. Kitts, so no one is left behind in an increasingly connected world. We stand with communities through every moment, big or small, in culture, education, youth development, and more. Y a ti también, comunidad latina. Cuenta con nosotros. Estamos con ustedes. And when it comes to customer service, we set the standard. We're just a call, click, or visit away because you matter to us. Join the company that truly cares. The Cable, more than service. We're family. Somos familia. And we're proud to always give more where it matters.
Welcome back. The government of Antigua and Barbuda is raising concerns about the growing tensions in the Middle East following recent missile strikes by Iran targeting the United Arab Emirates and other Gulf states. Prime Minister Gaston Brown described attacks on countries not directly involved in the conflict as a dangerous development, warning that such actions threaten broader regional stability and undermine international law. He called on all sides to step back from further escalation and to return to the table for meaningful negotiations. The Antiguan government also reiterated its support for the sovereignty and territorial integrity of states, stressing that diplomacy, not military action, must guide the way forward. Meanwhile, Labor and Sustainable Development ministers from across the Americas met in Nassau, the Bahamas, for a two-day dialogue looking at how climate policy and employment can move forward together. The meeting brought together 28 member states of the Organization of American States and focused on preparing workers for emerging green and blue industries, while also strengthening social protection systems. Caribbean countries taking part included Antigua and Barbuda, the Bahamas, Barbados, Belize, Dominica, Guyana, Haiti, Jamaica, St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Suriname, and Trinidad and Tobago. Officials noted that small island states are among the most exposed to climate impacts, but are also positioning themselves to create new economic opportunities through sustainable industries. And coming up, devastating attack in South Sudan leaves at least 169 people dead. And Ukraine reports heavy fighting along front lines as international leaders renew calls for a ceasefire and diplomatic solution. The details when we come back.
In the sun or in the rain, life's a journey, joy and pain. But NCI's here day and night, always here for you, making it right. Always here for you. With NCI you've got a friend, always here for you, right here till the very
At National Caribbean Insurance, you are covered and secure. We're your partner, your protector, your peace of mind. So for home, for health, for life, choose NCI because we're always here for you. Always.
Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend. Always here for you. Right here till the very end. Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend. Always here for you. Right here till the very end.
Thank you for staying with us. At least 169 people, including children and senior officials, were killed in a dawn attack in South Sudan's Ruweng area. Local authorities say dozens of armed youth, allegedly from neighboring Unity State, carried out the assault. Government forces eventually regained control. The United Nations warns the country is at risk of returning to full-scale civil war, with about 1,000 civilians seeking protection near UN bases. Peacekeepers are providing emergency medical assistance to the injured. Reportedly, attackers set fire to homes and markets, leaving 50 others wounded, many of whom were taken to the neighboring Abyei area for treatment. Local officials say victims were buried in a mass grave due to the high number of casualties and ongoing security concerns. South Sudan, the world's youngest country, has been struggling with civil war, poverty, and corruption since its formation in 2011. Heavy fighting continues along front lines in Ukraine, with both government and Russian force units reporting significant casualties. International leaders are calling for an immediate ceasefire, urging diplomatic engagement to prevent further escalation and protect civilian lives. The United Nations and regional organizations have stressed the urgency of humanitarian access as civilians in conflict zones face increasing risks. Authorities continue to monitor the situation closely, with global efforts on the way to mediate and reduce violence across this region. Up next in sports, SKNFA Premier League Week 13 saw Old Road maintain their unbeaten run. The team delivered an impressive performance, securing victories and reinforcing their position at the top of the league. Lionel Messi scored twice as Inter Miami claimed victory in their latest match. Stay with us.
In the sun or in the rain, life's a journey, joy and pain. But NCI's here day and night, always here for you, making it right. Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend, always here for you, right here till the very
At National Caribbean Insurance, you are covered and secure. We're your partner, your protector, your peace of mind. So for home, for health, for life, choose NCI because we're always here for you. Always.
Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend, always here for you, right here till the very end. Always here for you. With NCI, you've got a friend, always here for you, right here till the very end.
First up in sports, match week 13 of the NGB SKNFA Premier League came to an end with league leaders Old Road United Jets still the only unbeaten team in the league. Table toppers Old Road were in action against Connery FC, and they came away with a comfortable 6-1 victory. St. Peter's and Sandy Point played to a 1-1 draw. St. Paul's continued their march up the table with a 3-0 victory over Bath United. In a battle of this season's newly promoted teams, Newtown United defeated Deep Bay Eagles by 4-1. Keyon Rockets came up against Village Superstars and were winners by 2-0 in this encounter. And in other sports-related news, Lionel Messi scored twice as Inter Miami fought back from 2 goals down to beat Orlando City 4-2 in the Florida Derby. The reigning champions, who lost their season opener against Los Angeles FC last month, looked set for another defeat when goals from Marco Pasalic and Martin Ojeda put Orlando 2-0 of inside 25 minutes. But after midfielder Matteo Silvetti's stunning 25-yard drive just after halftime gave Miami hope in Orlando, the Argentina legend grasped control of the game. Messi scored his first goal of the season to equalize in the 57th minute with a left-footed strike from the edge of the area, then set up midfielder Telasco Segovia to score with 5 minutes remaining. Messi sealed victory in the 90th minute when his low free kick crept past Maxim Krepo, and he celebrated with a signing gesture towards the touchline. The win was Miami's first in 9 trips to Orlando, and they now face a game away at DC United on Saturday. And when we come back, we'll have another look at the stories that made the headlines.
Yeah, man. Another day in the books. Well, hello there. Ooh, she pretty from head to toe, and are you ready to go? Wait there. Whew. Can't afford to slip up. Not even in my dreams.
Recapping the top stories, St. Kitts and Nevis and Guyana are deepening cooperation with new development agreements. Special Envoy Calvin St. Just says the CBI program will remain under strict oversight now the U.S. advisory has been lifted. And new support is in place to help the Federation better manage Sargassum along its coastlines. And that brings us to the end of the ZIZ Major Newscast. Thank you so much for joining us. I've been your presenter, Shaira Flanders. Have a good one.